2019. October 2019.
MIPCOM.
Significant date.
Yeah.
In France. That's how we
met. Yeah.
And we connected. And it was, I think the first night was when we met. It was the Diversity Awards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was me, my manager, the lovely Mrs. Yemisi Wada.
You came up to me and then you said, I know, did you say I know you?
I said something. I've been walking up to people.
What's going on here? How do you know me? But then I figured out that I knew your manager because he was my manager's brother, Kemdi.
Oh, yeah.
So a couple of years before that, I had came to Lagos and like, okay, let me see if I can get into this presenting thing. Who can help me out? Yeah. So I connected with Kemdi and we were supposed to try a thing. Yeah.
So actually, it's so funny because my relationship with my manager actually started off as me also working with Kemdi.
Okay.
And then
his brother
came and then from there we just transitioned.
But from that night, I remember how kind you were to me.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, you helped me out take photos. You were literally teaching me how to pose. You're like, do this, do that. And those photos, everybody was like, oh, I like this, I like that. Because I was being a bit self-conscious and you were like, stop it, girl. Just angle yourself this way, do that. And then I think we just connected because you spoke to me. There were certain things you actually shared. Your father just passed away.
Yeah. February 2019, he died,
And you've shared, you voluntarily shared that, you're going through grief.
Yeah.
Not on the same night though.
Yeah.
We'd met again and you spoke to me and I was like, oh, it was nice of you to trust me with your feelings.
But I think also that there was something about you, obviously.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely. From that day, you just I'm like, this girl is really sweet. Because when people look at you, you're very put together, you're confident, you are. Very put together, very confident. So it's like, okay, girl. But you were gingering me up and then you spoke to me about your journey. So you started off as a model. Yeah. You spoke about the eating disorder. Yeah. You mentioned how you had to maintain your figure.
Oh, yeah. When I was a model, when I was really trying to stay really small, I think till today, I sometimes think about modeling and I feel like every single thing that we do or every single thing that I've done served a particular purpose. So I think that part of my life taught me that I was a fighter. I was one of those people that built discipline because whatever it was that I wanted to do, I was prepared to, if it was not sleep, if you want me to become a lawyer today and telling me I have to read a book every single day to the end of the year, I'm that kind of person that I'm like, this is what I got to do, I'm going to do it. And I think modeling was one of those things that built that discipline because it was just like,
I see that in you. Yeah. Because at the time you were an influencer. We were at the same event. And you would not know that we were at the same event if you looked at my photos, I looked at your photos, especially the one on the yacht. Idia, you look like you own the yacht.
I was supposed to own the yacht.
You had access to the room. We had the same boat. So from there, I saw, and this is hard work.
Yeah.
You had your outfits prepared. You were a good planner, I guess. Yeah. You had several outfits for the day. You knew what you were going to wear. You knew what you wanted to capture. Yeah. Because I feel like your brand is luxurious. You're selling the dream.
I don't think it's even like a brand thing. I think that my destiny is luxury.
That's just it. You were born that way.
Like I've literally always been like that. I think the first time it sort of hit me, I think I was 6 years old and some lady was giving my mom or somebody attitude and I think they put a bag on the floor and the lady was like, don't put it on the floor, it's a Fendi bag. And I said, boy, it's not a real Fendi bag. And I was 6.
How did you know?
And how it first clocked me that, oh, why am I like this? Is because I heard my family members whispering that, how does she know it was fake? And then I think another time, like when I was 10 or 12, my sister said to me, you're going to have to work very hard because you like nice things. So yes, we have this, but you're going to have to work very, very hard. And it just, from then I was like, okay.
Because you have had several careers.
Yes, I have.
From modeling and then being a newscaster.
Yeah.
and then influencing. Did you go straight into influencing? How did that?
So I would say not necessarily had many careers, but you know how you happen to do things concurrently.
Okay.
So I studied journalism and I studied business. So naturally, I've always been like a part of my family business. We sell drinks and stuff like that. So I've always done that. And studying business was great for that, because I'm now kind of like this person that, yes, I studied journalism, but I can negotiate really well. When I worked on Arise, I was anchoring business news. So I knew what I was talking about because I studied business. So it's kind of stuff that's always been concurrent.
Yeah.
But then when it came to fashion and modeling, those things have just always called out to me, if that makes any sense. I remember doing my very first show ever in my life.
Yeah.
I walked the runway for a show that was raising money for UNICEF. And I think the dress I wore back then was by this designer called Maya, House of Maya. She's no longer designing, but it was one of those big shows in Nigeria. And the dress, like, somebody was like, we'll pay 1.5 million. I was like, wow, so they can do fashion and it could be for a good cause. So all the things that I cared about just always intertwined, and I was like, oh, this is good.
No, and you're intelligent, you're bright. I feel like you know when to jump on the opportunity.
I know when to jump out slow as well.
Yeah. But that's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
You know, so let's touch on where you are now. So from 2019, and then we had COVID.
COVID was a time.
How was that for you? Because obviously you came to MIP, you were networking
hard. Can I be honest with you? I don't remember if MIP was before or after COVID.
It was 2019 was before.
Okay,
COVID
so
was 2020.
Okay, so 2019 was MIP. Okay, so the thing for me, COVID was bittersweet for me. Nobody would be able to tell, but I'm actually an introvert.
You say that, but I don't see it.
See, I can stay in my house for 1 week.
There's a difference, but when you're out...
No, let me explain.
Okay.
If it wasn't you, there was nothing that would bring me out this entire weekend. My mantra for this year is no.
Okay.
I just now enjoy saying no. Like, it just feels so good. I sing it, no. So there was nothing that could bring me, like, so COVID was a period where I was actually happy that we were indoors.
Okay.
Because with one of the businesses I launched recently, I guess we'll talk about that later, but I've always loved my home space. Like, I'm a homebody. I can sit at home, and I'm a movie buff. So even becoming an actress, everything just always seems to flow into other things, because I could tell you anything about movies. I can tell you the hooks. I kind of knew that guy we were talking about before the interview was going to die. Like, I just know.
How?
I just know. I know what an actor is about to say.
We can't talk about what film that was in case you haven't seen it.
Exactly, but I can tell what an actor is about to say before they say it in a film. Like, I've always been a movie buff. I've always loved film. Not to be an actress, but just always loved consuming information. So I can sit at home and do that and not do anything else. So COVID for me was like, oh, cool, I get to be at home and nobody else can leave their house too. Fine, so I don't feel guilty.
Yeah. Did that help you to also grieve well? Because you'd lost your dad the year before. Did that help you to reflect?
No, because I think it was even during COVID when what helped me grieve was my first movie, Neka, the Pretty Serpent.
Right.
So when I got the call for the audition, I was like, huh? So they were telling me, we have an audition for you. This was a 2 a.m. call, by the way, from my manager in Nigeria. And he's like, hey, like, you need to go for an audition at 8 a.m. And I was so excited because I thought it was MTN Project Fame. Now MTN knows. I always wanted to host that show. I always, like, and as a presenter, I just kind of felt like I had reached the height of the opportunities I was getting in Nigeria. I don't know what's higher than Arise in Nigeria. Help me. But I felt like I'd done all those things. The next step was either BBC Africa, CNN Africa, or I'm out. Or CNBC Africa. So it was that or nothing. And that's how I am. I'm like, this is my goal. It's all or nothing. If I don't get this, I'm out.
And you're so driven.
Yeah. So I was like, it's one of these 3 companies or I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then, I got this call about this interview. And I was like, oh my God, is it Project Fame? And my manager goes, no, it's Neka, the Pretty Serpent. I was like, isn't that like a movie?
Yeah.
Because they did it in 1994. So this was a remake.
So this is your first
ever anything.
That's a major role that you played.
Yeah, I was the lead.
Yeah,
no, but to be fair, there's background to that because people had been telling me be an actress, and I was saying on interviews, I was like, I will never act. I got like an offer from Auntie Mo. I was supposed to meet with her about auditioning for a presenting job.
Yeah.
And that day they were like, anybody that wants to see Mo Abudu has to read this script. And I was like, damn. So I read the script because I'm very good at memorizing. I read the script. I got in there. And as I was reciting the words, I was crying. And I think she has like this person, Heidi, a bunch of them on there. They were like, an actress that can cry on cue. Me, when it comes to being sad, I know how to be sad. I've got a lot of emotions inside me to bring out. I've got pain, guys. So she was like, my dear, if you do this, you will be very successful. And I remember those words were sharp in my head because when NECA came out, she actually was so kind. She sent me a message. She said, my darling, I told you. But for some reason, opportunities kept coming up, but then I would travel because I hadn't even really fully moved to Nigeria. I was still between the States and Nigeria. So I would travel, then they'll be like, oh, come and do this film, and then it just wouldn't work out. So NECA was my first time like properly saying, okay, I'm going for an audition, not thinking I was going to get it.
But it was brilliant.
Yeah, and
then from there, the jobs have started rolling in.
Yeah. But you know the thing about it, I had like, for the first time in my life, I had imposter syndrome.
Okay, yeah.
So all of those years...
It's unfamiliar territory, right?
Yes, and also because I know people that want to do something from when they're like a child.
Yeah.
Will feel so insulted. Oh, who's this girl? You know, is it because her family has money? There were all sorts of things said about me. And I was like, no, I'm going to put in the work, not because of people. Yeah. But because I respect the industry enough to earn these flowers. There's natural talent, but I'm going to put in the work and show you guys. So all of last year, I was in acting school in London at IDSA, which is like a Netflix-approved school.
Intentional.
And you can't even get in.
Is that intentional?
Yeah, you can't even get in with money. Right. You have to audition in front of like a global panel, like against like students from all over the world. So
I love the way you emphasize that. I didn't bribe my way in.
You can't. Like, money is no good there. Yeah. And you were watching the girl from Switzerland, you're like, yeah, I'm not getting in. And you're watching the guy from, America, and I was just like, people, they act too. What am I doing here? So I didn't think I was going to get it. I already told my friend it was okay. But, I saw the people, and then I got the message, and I was like, oh, I'm in IDSA. So even when I told an actor on set yesterday that, oh, yeah, I've been in IDSA for a year. He was like, excuse me? I was like, yeah. He was like, Idia, you're bad. I was like, I think I know now because I put in the work. Yeah. So I feel good about that.
I think a lot of Nigerians can't afford, it's expensive, right?
The school?
Yeah. No?
Yeah, but there's so many academies. Ebony Life has an academy, and Timo has like an academy. I'm sure BAP has opportunities, Bolanle Austin Peters. There's so many acting coaches and things like that.
Netflix approved?
Girl, bye. What I'm saying is that yes, it's Netflix approved, but you have to audition, right? So,
what I'm trying to differentiate is that you have the funds to be able to pay for a school that is you're intentional about it, but you also have the means to do it. Yeah. Whereas some maybe not so.
But that's like everything. That's secondary school, university.
Yeah. But it's good. No.
Stuff is expensive.
Yes.
That's why, again, my materialistic, you have to work.
But that's not material. That's not being materialistic, actually. That's ensuring that you have the means to help yourself to progress.
Yes, but what I'm also trying to say is that right now in the world, there are arguments about education in the sense that do you just go and study a skill, which you can become super successful at, which is happening to so many people that don't have a college degree. etc.
I believe in vocational training.
I believe in any kind of training. I believe if you can go to uni, go to uni. If you can finish high school, finish high school. But guess what? If you can't, learn a skill.
Yes.
That's what I believe. I can't say, oh, I have all these fancy degrees. Everybody has to have it. I'm getting a bloody PhD soon. And for me...
We're going to be calling you doctor.
Like officially. I've been a doctor for a while.
Hey!
Officially. And again, this is not about earning flowers because you know how they give you all these doctorate awards. But this school, by the time they see this school and the effort and the work and the years, I will feel like it's not a random doctor. I'm a doctor. Like,
are you doing it for yourself?
I've wanted this PhD for 10 years. In fact, not having it was not for me. So not having it was because everybody was like, oh, you need to move to Nigeria, you need to get married, it's kind of... I would have had the PhD and still been single.
But how does getting married stop you from getting
Don't mind
a
Nigeria.
PhD?
A man does not want a woman that talks too much. There's nothing I've not heard. Nothing. I'm like, gosh. So here we are, finally revisiting a dream from 2011. From 2011. Yeah, that's 2011, yeah? Yeah, 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah. So finally, I'm going to try. So this is if I even get into the school.
You'll be
But
fine.
if I
believe in you. You'll be fine. You tend to get what you want and what you set your mind to. And that's a learning for all of us. What you want, you can get. It's achievable.
Amen.
You've worked towards it.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible when you put your heart to it. Like me doing this, like within a few days.
Yeah, yeah.
And in London, I'd be, no, I want to do this. I want to do it. I didn't do it. So,
but I can actually see why things are not done quickly in London.
It's
quite intense.
Why? How?
We are Nigerian,
Yes.
so we understand what it is to want something, and we're like, oh, we want to. They be taking their time abroad, like everywhere. It's like, oh yeah, but we can't something till the 21st.
Yes.
I'm like,
We're particular about making sure things are right. That's actually one thing I do admire about Nigeria.
Yeah.
People understand the power of networking.
Yeah.
That's the only way it works here. You have to know somebody who knows somebody to get you somewhere.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, we're not necessarily intentional about networking because most things are accessible.
There's a standard procedure.
Yeah, there's processes. It's based on merit.
There's
it's actually
processes
what you
in that connection, though, because a lot of people are not inside the connections because you're not the only connected person. So inside the connections, you will fight, but at least you're at the fighting table, which is brilliant. Yeah.
So here we are. You're now, since 2019, doing amazing things that you've set out to do and lots of brand work. 2025 or 2024 was not such a great year for you, but you've overcome that. Your accident, which was shocking.
That was last year, actually. My
year.
Birthday last year.
And you've recovered really well.
They literally told me I wouldn't be able to walk for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
And I think in every moment, I wasn't sinking into what had happened. I was just watching. You know when you just go quiet, I was waiting for God to show his hand because I'm like, all of this, like this whole life, like for this, like this is the story, this is the end. Like
this is what it's all about.
And my sisters, my siblings, my family, everybody's just like, don't listen to him. What God cannot do does not exist. I come and see people. Like,
is this what you got into?
I've always been into NSPP. I'm like a coded Jesus girl. I don't believe in shouting it from the mountains because I made a mistake. Well, I won't say I made a mistake, but I had a bit of a, would I call it a scandal recently? And everybody was using God against me.
Okay.
So I try not to project my spirituality or religion on anyone because also life is in seasons. Like if you actually read the Bible, good things must happen. Bad things must happen. If you do not see rain, you will not appreciate the sun. If there's not too much sun, you will not appreciate rainfall. Like that is the real reason for death. Is so that you can appreciate your life. You can sit down and be like, I'm having a terrible day, life sucks, and then you see someone on a wheelchair and you're like, God, I'm actually thankful because I can walk. And that is the reason for every single thing that happens to us. You see somebody lose their friends and you're like, damn, like thank God I haven't. You know what I mean? That's the purpose. So
that's always my point of view. Gratitude. And it's not that bad. Somebody has it worse than you do.
Exactly. So I don't know if I would say I made a mistake with showing myself through Hallelujah Challenge.
Right.
And I'm not usually so vocal about my fasting or my prayer or my NSPPD or anything that I do because it's my business anyway. But I was really into it. I was really excited about it. And because I was doing it with people, like with my friends this year, I was, excited. Oh no, last year. I was excited. And then I wear a dress to an event that people don't like.
Okay.
And the dress was quite revealing. And I don't mind people's opinions. Like, that's your problem. Your opinion cannot pay my bills. But there were comments like, and you were doing Hallelujah Challenge. and you come and, I thought you were a godly girl. I thought you were a child of God. And those were the only comments that I felt like.
We're fixated on appearance as opposed to the heart.
I saw people that I had personally helped.
Right.
Like, when I say personally helped, like, you know when you go out of your way because you don't know somebody. Like, and I just think that it's very hard to find help in the world. I saw people I personally helped weighing in on their opinion, meaning if people were stoning someone to death, you would join in on that. You know, so it taught me a lot about people. Oh, I fully retreated into my shell now, in the sense that my boundaries are at an all-time high. This year, my mantra is no. Just no, just because. Sounds nice to say. Yeah. No. Just no. Because I felt like I let so many people into my heart, into my world. And do I apologize for the outfit? No.
You shouldn't.
I'm a fashion girl. And anybody that loves fashion will take risks. You know what I mean? If Beyonce wore that outfit or somebody, they'll be like, oh, yeah, Hardy, you know, whatever, or Ciara, whoever. Oh, my God. Well, Ciara, people have been back and forth about some of her outfits. Oh, does your husband like this or whatever? But I just kind of felt like in Nigeria, we're so harsh. Like, we're so...
I think most Nigerians are hypocrites.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Because the person that made the outfit, a lot of people were calling him to make stuff for them. So if it was so bad, why you on his phone?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That really, the godly, questioning my faith, that annoyed me. I wouldn't even say affected me, because was I affected? No.
Yeah.
But that annoyed me a little bit. And I was like, yeah, this is why I don't share my faith with people, because now they're going to talk about my faith. And somebody even made a comment that when your leg was broken, we prayed for you. We didn't know that this is what you want to use your leg for. The ignorance, the audacity.
Did you reply or did you delete?
Me?
Did you block?
Me?
Or have you left them watching?
The thing about it is, like, I will never remember that person's name.
Yeah.
You know, life goes by so fast, and I'm even so busy. I may want to actually sit down and cry, and I get a phone call, I have a meeting. So
It's gone.
I've moved on.
Yeah.
But it's just my faith, my accident, like using things like that to try and hurt me, or to try and say, oh, you don't support me anymore. If you don't support me, just unfollow.
Yeah.
You know?
I love what the bond you have. You mentioned your family.
Ooh.
I love seeing pictures of you all going on holiday
They had a
together.
dinner for me right after that thing.
Oh.
Toasting me. They were like, you are brave. We love you. You know, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, because one of my sisters was like, somebody sent this to me. Is it AI? I was like, it's not AI.
It's me.
I like the dress. And she was like, so you mean you're like all this J-Lo? I was like, yeah.
All this J-Lo.
But, you know, even my mom sat across the table from me. And I think my mom, because my family knows me, you know, because they know that my outfit's not who I am, or, you know, whatever it is, I'm not running around these streets or any strange stuff like that. But because they know me on a level that isn't about what I wear, or, you know.
But it's also part of the industry, isn't it? If you're going to a red carpet event, you want to stand out somewhat.
So I don't like boo-boos. I genuinely felt like that was my
No
take.
one's asking you to wear boo-boo.
No, I just felt like that was my take on a very covered out. It was black, it was covered. I was like, okay, I'm just going to drip this with... And then I wore like the most expensive jewelry like you could find. And nobody was talking about, Akano diamonds. Nobody was talking about how dripped in diamonds. That was probably what offended me. I was like, do you not see the diamonds? I was offended. I was like, wow, these people, they don't have taste.
Oh, yeah. You crack me up. So your family is your biggest cheerleader.
Oh, they are.
Or some of them. Yeah.
Like, even the ones that asked, they're just, my mom, you know, my mom had this look in her eyes like,
she's not surprised,
other than people bothering them with like forwarding the messages, because nobody forwarded it to me, you dare not. But they were forwarding it to my family, like maybe they were supposed to beat me with cane or something. But I think other than people pressuring them, they're just like, our sister is global. She's not like like, she's not too Nigerian like that.
Yeah.
So
but then you're not really, because you're half Cameroonian, right?
I'm half Cameroonian, but I'm like, I like to say that my formative years, where I really learned about like life discipline challenges, how to carry myself, what I wanted, was when I lived in the States. And that's like over like 10 years? For me, like that was when I built my sense. So I'm here, I'm just performing. I'm an artist, and I'm literally just performing. I'm just enjoying myself.
You're living your dreams. You're making it a reality.
And what they don't understand is that not liking me or what I'm not.
You don't care.
it's not that I don't care. It's not really going to change what I'm going to do.
Yes, yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like, I love people. I feel like I genuinely do love people.
Yeah.
I genuinely do care about my followers. But everybody else can, skate.
Yeah.
Skedaddle.
So what's next? What are you currently working on? Apart from your PhD, you showed me an amazing,
BTS
behind the scenes of the special effects makeup, which I am so loving right now. The makeup, the special effects makeup, Nollywood films and Nigerian films.
Yeah. Thank
amazing.
You. Thanks.
Especially just seeing behind the scenes for Akindele's film.
Oh, yeah.
Great
Film. I loved it.
But even the makeup and the special effects.
It was actually my favorite film of last year. Because
mine so far.
Yeah.
This year.
The bad character was not so bad. Everybody was just everybody understood the assignment. Yeah.
So the industry is growing.
Of course.
People are doing very well.
Yeah.
Skill set, I think we're coming up to par. We still have a long way to go.
We've always had great actors. I think what we struggled with when I was growing up watching Nollywood films, because it's so interesting, I'm in Nollywood and my dad really, really liked African films, and I would sit down and watch. So that's how I knew most films in Nigeria when I was young. Domitila, Living in Bondage, White Hunters, what's it called? Neka the Pretty Serpent, Rattlesnake, all those films, Danger Zone, Diamond Ring, Hijack 93.
Hijack 93.
Hijack 93, it was never a remake, an old one, but we just knew the story of the hijack, We knew all these things because of our parents, right? And then you could tell that a lot of people, even around the world, when they would say we want to watch Nigerian films, they were watching it for the vibes, because you're going to see somebody change into something and they're going to literally bend down like this, and then the special effects was not great. But guess what? The actors were good. I think the actors have always been good. Now, did we need to have better stories? Did they need to be executed better? Do we need better budgets? Do we need better pay for actors? Do we need better pay for crew? Do we need better special effects, VFX, all of that? Absolutely. But I think that the talent has always been there, because most of the people that we worship now are still the same people that gave us some of our best movies, Intimate Strangers, Diamond Ring, all that. That was RMD, one and only. You have Ramsey Noah, you have Genevieve, Genevieve just has to smile and the internet goes crazy because she was very talented. You know what I mean? Now she's even producing films that other people are in. She doesn't have to act.
Yeah.
And we still love her because we've always had the talent.
Yeah.
So I just think that, things are coming together in terms of the industry finally creating more structure, the industry finally being on the global map, and people seeing that we do have potential. I think that the things that are holding Nigeria up is our talent. So our athletes, our musicians, our filmmakers, our filmmakers are trying. Have you watched Bollywood movies? Hey God, they should not quote me. Have you seen a guy needs a heart transplant and the heart will, somebody hits an Okada, then her heart flew, then the heart entered the window and entered the chest of the person. You cannot shit on Nigerian films. Excuse me.
But that works for them.
No, but guess what? We watch those things for vibes. Just like we watch the older movies where
for vibes.
We did not understand some of the insults, but we thought it was funny. Things like it's vibes.
Yeah.
But when they want to make a good Bollywood movie, we're talking Kabikushi Kabigam, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Hum Tum Hari Hansanam, Shakti, etc.
Look at you.
They were great films. They were amazing films. If you're talking Turkish shows, Spanish, etc., people have always had talent. Our industry is getting there. We will get there.
We will. It's a global. It's going to be global. It's good.
Yeah.
I've recently gone through grief in the last 5 years or 3 years or so, losing 2 sisters.
What?
2 sisters. We lost a sister in 2021 and then one in 2023. So there's been quite a lot of grief in the family, and you kind of see how people deal with grief differently. Some people avoid it. Some people don't want to talk about it.
Rage rampage.
But some people just can't talk, and then some people actually want to be honest and real about their experience of that individual, because sometimes maybe when people are gone, we feel we just have to say that's been tough.
I'm sorry.
to navigate, to see how the families, and this is the first time I've come back in a while, since 2020, January 2020.
Now I can understand the 4 years
Yes.
properly.
So the 4 years was really, okay, you need to focus on yourself. So how you deal.
Well, the first thing you highlighted, that my family, I have a great support system. A lot of people know about my family, but they don't know about my best friends. I've had some of my best friends since we were 8 years old. One of my very, 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 very best friends in the world, I will not say her name, don't go and be looking for her, but she's one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
Yeah.
We've been friends since we're 8 years old. My other best friend, since we were 10, we've been friends. Those two, they both live in the UK with their families and stuff. My third best friend, I met her in American University. So around like 2011, 2012, we've been friends for quite a while now. She's older than me, but she's one of the most refreshing people to speak to. She has this wisdom that I can't explain, and she's so graceful. And all my friends, one thing they have in common, they're very, very brilliant. Like if you look at what they do, like their qualification, like my best friend is like a brain surgeon.
Yeah, wow.
Exactly. My second best friend, she built an app for like food and all that stuff, and in the UK she's just kicking ass in general, and then she's like a killer super mom, and then I just have great people around me. My other best friend, she's French and well, she's Cameroonian, yes,
okay.
but I would say she's Nigerian because she's been in Nigeria for a while. But she's not Nigerian at all.
Yeah.
And she's so intelligent. She's so bright. This girl will literally be like, oh, if you want to reach out to companies, just send them a message. She's the kind of person that is a go-getter, and it's not every time you see people that are non-Nigerians that are from other African countries that are as sharp as us. She's very, very, very intelligent. So I have a great support system.
Yeah.
Great family. Everybody in my family is a hustler.
Yeah.
And everybody is I'm like the least successful person in my family. The least successful person. The only person that is out there chopping the insults and vibes for the family. Every other person is like super quiet. They have their family, their marriages. We have,
It's interesting that you said you're the least successful, because what is success to you? Because in my eyes, you're successful.
Yeah, but least successful in the sense that I feel like I'm kind of like the one that has made all these mistakes in front of everybody. You know what I mean? They were people that they went to high school. They were at the top of their classes in all their schools, right? After topping high school, finishing high school at 16, went to university, graduated at 20, 22, had a master's, 25 married, 30 have kids.
But you're talking about timelines.
Not even just the timelines. Okay. And then if you look at like career trajectory, like what they've achieved, if you look at bank accounts, I'm sorry, if you don't think that bank accounts is a measure of who is least successful. I mean, this is a fact. I'm not in their league. You know how we were talking about knowing exactly what you want to do, your brand. They've never shiver. What's it
Pivoted
called? Shaken between different industries. They know. Okay, this person is an expert in drinks. They're on top of that. They own this company, and
so they have an area of specialism.
Yeah, and they're extremely focused people. So seeing role models like that, I think it's about role models.
Yes.
Seeing role models like
it's
that.
Important.
Yeah. So that's one of the ways I've always handled things. And then most of stuff I've been through, you can see their pain for my pain. You can see when you can see the healing. We heal together. We feel pain together. So it's knowing that I have those kind of people who are actually the upper echelon of wisdom on my side. If I have the kind of smart friends I have, and I make a mistake, and those kind of people are not mad at me, like who's everybody else? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think I handle it that way. Sometimes my friends will tell me, yeah, but this was dumb. Like, why,
Why did you?
You have people that will tell you the truth as well and be like, okay, maybe do it this way next time.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's great. So what would you tell people that are watching, especially the younger ones, to reach the level of success that you have in your space? You're a woman who is intentional. You're good in terms of seeking knowledge. You've gone out, you've trained yourself. You're not just going on a wing and saying, because I've always said hard work beats talent. You might have the talent, but you need to work hard to enhance that.
And it's funny, the only advice I would give people, success can come to anybody, right? At any time. So for some people it happens overnight, that's lovely. But my advice for longevity is do the work. do the work. It doesn't matter if you become an overnight success on TikTok or whatever. Find an area of specialty. You can't be an influencer if you don't have something in particular that you influence people on. Do the work. Do the work and have a plan.
Yeah.
Always have a plan. Have a plan, have a backup plan, have plan C, D, E, F.
Yeah.
You're going to need it because
Yeah.
life is not a straight path. Things are going to happen that will throw you off course. So have a plan. A lot of people just wake up every day and they're just moving on vibes and inshallah. No, you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
What are you going to achieve by next week, Friday?
Yeah.
I was reading in Forbes Woman a few years ago. I don't remember how many years ago. I never remember which year.
Yeah.
But a few years ago, I was reading in Forbes Woman that a woman should have daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal income. And I just worked on that. I was like, okay, so like my endorsements and things like that are going to be like my seasonal. My job, like with my drinks, selling, all of that would be like my monthly income, acting, things like. So I just basically categorized everything that I do. And I aimed to have 4 streams of income. And that's where I am now. So women should have different streams of income. Yeah.
Fantastic. There's so much we could talk about, you know, and I know that you've spoken to other people about domestic abuse and all. I don't really want to touch on any of that. I just wanted to have a catch up with you, to hear your story so far, to see where you are and what's really going on since 2019. And you have grown.
Thank you, Queen.
You have seriously grown, and I'm loving it. And you inspire me. You do work hard, and it's gingering me like I can't waste time. Just get things done.
Yeah, thank you.
You know.
Thanks.
So for anyone watching, anyone out there, time waits for nobody. Seek the knowledge, seek the wisdom, be intentional.
Do the work.
You know, like Idia was gone to this acting school that's only Netflix. Only Netflix approved.
Oh, but let me tell you some people that have been to the school. So John Boyega went there, Damsid Idris went there, and I'm hoping that
you
in about a year or two, they're going to say Idia Aisien went there, in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So, yeah.
We're going to see you on that big.
Amen.
Is that the ultimate thing where you're going to get to Hollywood? Do you want to pursue Hollywood? Or are you pursuing Hollywood? Okay.
I think I want to get to the pinnacle of this career. Otherwise, what's the point? So that's what I want. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. End of last year.
Yeah.
I think it was November, entering December, I launched a luxury sleepwear line called Rich Sleep.
Rich Sleep. That's you all over.
Did you know I told you I'm a homebody? Me, I want people to.
But the Rich Sleep.
Oh yeah. So there's actually a whole holding company called the Rich Company.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of things going out like Rich Fit, Rich Sleep, Rich Skin, a bunch of things that I think I sat down for 1 year and I was just trademarking everything that I could find that I wanted. And I was like, oh, what if I want to do gummies later? Rich gummies. Let's trademark that. And I waited. I'm a very patient person when I plan. I waited. I said, they do this document when they trademark where you have to wait and see if anybody contests it in newspapers. Yeah. They published. I waited. I said, contest my trade. I waited. Once they told me nobody has contested, I said, let's launch the first one. Rich Sleep came. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. I'm going into business full time. It's not like drinks where it's like my daddy's drinks. Yeah. I am making the product. I am buying and selling and creating. I feel more alive.
But you did a clothing line once as well.
I've never done a clothing line. I've done partnerships
with people
and lookbooks for people.
Okay, right.
Never ever. And I'm just like, every day we're selling stuff for other people.
Yeah.
So I wanna.
And you have enough following now to be able to.
The way when people complain, oh, family doesn't support you, friends don't support you, followers don't support you, people don't. Me, people supported me. People supported me, and people that I would never expect that I was even on their radar.
Yeah.
You see their names, you're like, do you understand? So it really meant a lot to me, and I think it encouraged me as well. But some people were just like, if a product is good, people are going to buy it. Yeah. So, and that's what I'm striving for. It's just get better and better with what we sell.
No, I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
And I've seen a few of the sleepwear.
The sleepwear.
Yeah. So I need to purchase one.
And I like money. It's good.
I know you do.
Imagine seeing money coming in, and you made this thing. Somebody bought it. Somebody liked it, and your account credited. Oh, it's incredible.
It's a good feeling. You're an entrepreneur, really, at heart. Yeah.
Yeah.
chasing dreams I can't afford. I may stumble on the way, but my spirit won't be torn. I believe better days will come to me. One day I will rise, one day I will shine. This dream way I carry, I know it will be mine. Many nights I know they sleep, working hard to climb the steep. Though the world to tell me no, in my heart the fire grows. One day I will rise.
So you too can make that dream real. Just keep showing up.